Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. In case you're wondering, after my little talk on hair last week, yeah, I shave. In today's section of Bendawa, we talk about disagreeing on bits of Buddhist philosophy. Nothing wrong with agreeing to disagree. There are different sects of Buddhism. They interpret aspects of Buddhist philosophy in many different ways. Even within the Zen school, there are different approaches, people who interpret Zen teachings slightly differently. First off, no problem. No problem. There are many paths up the mountain. Sometimes the paths are the same, sometimes they diverge a bit. It's all the same mountain. As a matter of fact, from the Zen view, one mountain. So I have no trouble with people disagreeing about things. We can agree to disagree, even if it's not within Buddhism. If you want to be Muslim, Christian, Jewish, great! Let God or Buddha decide who's right and who's wrong. Something tells me that there is no right and wrong when you get up there, as long as you're a decent human being. So it doesn't matter. Master Dogen in this section of Bendawa is saying too that when we're sitting a moment of Zazen, it can't matter. Let me explain this. You have to have two people to have a disagreement. And we have that perspective in Buddhism where there are not two. So who's there to tussle? Who's there to disagree? When you're sitting a moment of Zazen, all is just what it is. There are not two things. All is one. How can one have a fight or disagreement with one? You can't. You see. Now our Buddhist perspective is that we always experience reality in several different ways. So there is this perspective where you and I and the other guy, we all drop away. We're all just one beyond one. There's nothing to fight about. We can't fight. But then, of course, we're in this world too. And there's you and me and the other guy. And that means probably 3 different opinions. And we can disagree. My view is, good. Who knows who's right, who's wrong? As long as we don't kill each other or blow each other up about those opinions. What's the problem? All we need to do in this world, I think, is learn to get along in a way where we're all different and we honor each other's differences and we allow each other's differences and we don't kill each other over each other's differences. And then this will be a lot better world because we'll stop killing each other, which is what most of the wars are about. But anyway, getting back to the other perspective, all religions, I think, teach that taste where we all drop away. And there's only that one truth. One beyond one truth. Some people call it God. Some people call it Buddha. Some people call it Brahma. I prefer not to put a name on it at all. But I'll tell you this. One cannot have a fight with one. One cannot have a disagreement with itself. So, from that perspective, there's nothing to fight about. Now, something else that came up was in this section of Bendawa is that when we drop all thought of the common or the sacred, it's all sacred. That's another wonderful Buddhist perspective. When we drop all thought of enlightenment and delusion, it's all enlightenment. This crazy world we live in is seen to be sacred. I talk about that all the time. Today a fellow wrote me to ask how to treat a Buddhist altar, where exactly to put the flowers, where to place the incense. And I told him that I sometimes give a talk in which on the Buddhist altar I take the Buddhist statue, I put it aside with a friendly bow, and I replace it with a spare tire from my car, a dirty diaper, a Coke bottle, Sometimes people are shocked. They say, how can you put a Coke bottle or a trash can where the Buddha is supposed to be and bow to it? Is your point to honor and bow to the trash can? Or to lower the Buddha to the level of a trash can? I say no. My point is, it's all sacred when we drop all thought of common or sacred. But enough talk, as Master Dogen says in this section. Enough talk. Let's get down to it where there are no differences and nothing to talk about.